Welcome back. You saw some of the highlights of yesterday. It was a very busy day last night. Some of the pictures you saw, we had a reception together with Paramount Pictures, our clients and our partners. We had over 200 people at the gathering spot in Atlanta where we had refreshments, where we were able to have some good networking time yesterday. One of the things that really differentiated our success from some of our competitors and some of the people in the industry is we've been able to establish a supplier diversity advisory council. This is led by our CFO, Neil. We're going to hear a bit from him, Neil, as he gives us a message on how much supplier diversity means.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Neil Johnston, CFO of Cushman Wakefield and co-chair of our Supplier Diversity Advisory Council. I'm excited to talk about our firm's continued evolution of our supplier diversity journey. In 2023, approximately $840 million was spent with diverse suppliers in North America. This was possible because of our commitment to creating meaningful, sustainable change, not just for our business, but for the communities and people we serve. Supplier diversity isn't just a corporate responsibility, it's a strategic imperative. We are increasingly seeing our clients demand more robust ESG solutions, and supplier diversity is at the heart of that conversation. It fosters economic equity and promotes societal health, generating direct financial, social, and environmental impacts across our communities. Our diverse spend not only enhances our clients' ability to meet their ESG goals, but also strengthens our business by ensuring a supply chain that is as innovative and resilient as the communities from which it is sourced. We believe having a robust, diverse supply chain makes us more agile, responsive, innovative, and prepared to meet the ever-evolving needs of our clients. Thank you to all of you, our partners. We look forward to building on this success and continuing to deliver for our clients, our communities, and the world.
Welcome back. One of the things that we really get out of conferences like this is understanding the scope of the strength of our partnerships. We partner with a lot of organizations that are aligned to supplier diversity. We've really been able to establish a global-wide presence through these relationships. I wanted to give a shout out before we go into the video to some of our partners that we have online, our attendees. We have Nicholas in Madrid, Spain. We have Nicole Lord in New Jersey. We have Tara, one of our teammates in St. Louis. Very happy to see all of you from the global audience online with us today. We want to show some of our partners and give them a chance to speak. So we're going to do a short video on some of our partners that we have that we work with.
This is Ying McGuire from the National Minority Supplier Development Council, and I want to congratulate NMSDC's corporate member and supplier diversity champion, Cushman and Wakefield, on their outstanding Supplier Diversity Day event. I and the rest of the team at NMSDC are incredibly grateful for your continued support of our work and the MBEs we serve.
Hello to the team at Cushman and Wakefield. I'm Lauren McAllister, Head of Social Procurement Services at Social Traders here in Australia. We exist to create a fairer, more inclusive, more sustainable Australia. We are the leading organisation working with business and government to unlock your buying power for good. I'd like to congratulate the team at Cushman and Wakefield for your ongoing commitment to social procurement. Cushman and Wakefield have been members with Social Traders since 2021 and are one of 160 local business and government members leading the charge to become a business for good. Every time Cushman and Wakefield engage a social enterprise in your supply chain, you are helping to create jobs and training for those locked out of employment, to divert tons of waste from landfill, and to direct much needed funds to charitable causes. So thank you to the team at Cushman and Wakefield for your ongoing commitment to become business for good.
Hi, this is Jessica from Supply Nation. I would like to congratulate Cushman and Wakefield on their work in the supply diversity space across the globe. The work you are doing here in Australia with First Nations businesses is outstanding. Congratulations on your Supply Diversity Day event and continue the great work that you do.
Hello, and we are back. I am here with a special guest here today. I have special. She gets it twice. I'm here with Christine Mack, our Chief Procurement Officer here at Cushman and Wakefield. She's here all the way from Houston, Texas. Christine, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Diego. Thanks for asking.
Great to have you. I know you wanted to say something before we talk.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Yesterday, we tragically lost the lives of members of 21st Century Expo Group. And so I'd like to take a moment of silence for us to give our thoughts to the family, the friends, and the colleagues of all of those we lost yesterday. Thank you for that time, Egu. I think it's really important that we respect the folks that we've lost.
Yeah, I know it was an awful day dealing with that yesterday, but we're happy that we still have so many people here, and the work that they've done is excellent. As you can see in the video, the event hall looks spectacular, and that was all they're doing. So very thankful to our partners at 24th Century. So before we get back, I want to talk about we had a lot of changes this year in procurement and that relate to supplier diversity. You want to talk a little bit about some of those changes, Amy?
Absolutely. And there's really three main areas, Eglu. I would say leadership and field engagement is number one. Number two is responsible sourcing. And three is technology.
Yep.
When we talk about our leadership and field engagement, we have people calling and asking, how are they doing? How are their numbers? How are they increasing diverse spend for their clients? And they're actually looking at dashboards in a way they never had before. It isn't very often that you hear all levels of leadership coming to you and asking for information. So I'm really feeling the draw on the importance of using diverse suppliers in our ecosystem. On responsible sourcing, we had a great hire. Anthony Wynn started with us just a few short months ago, and already he's got a strategy and a roadmap for how we're going to execute our policy, our procedures, how we're going to monitor our supplier performance, how we're going to intervene and ensure not only environmental success, but social programs such as supplier diversity. And then finally, on the technology front, access to diverse suppliers is key. And we've continued to invest, tweak, and change which technologies we're using to make sure that we get that access to those diverse suppliers.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of technological changes over the last few years. We've had to always rethink our technology that we have at every point. Technology is moving faster. Things are becoming obsolete faster. So it's really important for us to stay not only on the cutting edge of technology, but for people to understand in our organization what those changes are. So we're really thankful for the support we get in the organization. And I know one of the things that we get on our leadership team procurement, we kind of try to talk through all of these things and talk about the global changes that we're having. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to in 2025?
2025, I'd say different discussions around supplier diversity. We're talking about some of our strategic suppliers who want to grow with us and solve client problems together. So yes, the universe of the spend will grow, but the increasing number of strategic partnerships so that we can offer a unique value proposition to each of our clients.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Christine, for coming by.
Absolutely.
I know we're going to go to another partner video we have. We have so many of our partners that we want to make sure they are honored during this time. We're going to go to our second partner video so you can see that.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Cassandra Dorrington from CAMSI. I want to take this time to congratulate Cushman and Wakefield on their outstanding supplier diversity event. Knowing all the people involved and all the work that goes into building and executing on a world-class supplier diversity program, kudos to the Cushman team for continuing to deliver. As a partner, we at CAMSI stand tall with Cushman and Wakefield on the value of supplier diversity in creating a robust and competitive business economy. Keep up the great work, and again, congratulations on an outstanding event.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Pamela Prince and I'm the president and CEO of WeBank. I'm sitting here in the WeBank Education Center, and as you see, I'm in the classroom for our We Thrive program. We Thrive is an amazing program that helps to make WBE businesses corporate ready, and Cushman Wakefield is the lead title sponsor of this program. It occurs every year, and their ongoing commitment makes it possible for women-owned businesses to be part of a very inclusive ecosystem for entrepreneurs. So Cushman Wakefield, have a wonderful event. To all the attendees, enjoy and learn a lot, and I look forward to seeing all of you very soon.
Hi, this is Elizabeth Vasquez, and on behalf of everyone here at We Connect International, we want to thank Cushman and Wakefield for our growing global partnership and to congratulate you on your outstanding Supplier Diversity Day event.
And we're back. We are now back with Ken Cartwright from Hightower Energy, our partners in crime, we would like to say. Well, we're working together hard to change the world as far as what we do with not only EV chargers, but solar solutions and other ESG things. Thank you for coming by, Mr. Ken Cartwright.
Absolutely. It's a true pleasure to be with Cushman and Wakefield team, true partner in terms of the whole industry. I'm Ken Cartwright with Hightower EV. We complete a turnkey solution nationally. We support in terms of the sustainability plan, the clean initiative, not only in terms of with the federal government, but also again with our partner Cushman and Wakefield in terms of really complementing their sustainability goals and initiatives. We're honored here to be a part of this program, but also really key and you know the great thing about working with Cushman and Wakefield, the transparency, the intentionality in terms of how they support that program, but also their commitment to sustainability in terms of and how we align with that. The great thing about in terms of really creating a true partnership, really treating our attribution in terms of completing all their initiatives and goals, but also in terms of how we perceive that. It's a great relationship and working with Cushman and Wakefield, and we're honored. We look forward to, again, creating a robust platform as we look at the new ecosystem for EV charging as it evolves, as it grows from a national base, but also we're looking for global opportunities as well in terms of where we expand. And again, having a partner like Cushman and Wakefield is very paramount to us, but also in terms of creating a deep relationship built in terms of pedigree, in terms of for what the industry is offering. So we're excited to be here, here at NMSDC in Atlanta, creating a partnership, really looking at solutions and innovations to really, again, create that good forward.
Well, as an EV owner now, salute to Rivian, my friends over there. I understand what infrastructure needs I would like to see, you know, especially as you go. One of the things that as an EV owner, you start considering where you would need to charge in the case you need to charge before you make a trip, right? How much has this changed over the last 5 years? It's been light years, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So if you look at this whole evolution in terms of, and also the whole trajectory of where it's going, it's changed dramatically, not only from the hardware, but also the software. If you look at in terms of even some of the hardware that exists today, it's very interactive. It's almost like a kiosk type of assessment, but it's always constantly evolving. Technology is at that point in terms of not only in terms of having your customary port in terms of charging, but also now they come up with concepts in terms of for wireless charging.
Sure.
And one of the great things in terms of really, we're accustomed to have it in terms of the kilowatt assessment for consumer in terms of how they drive and driving ability, but also we're working with depots in terms of really looking at the medium size and the class 8 vehicles in terms of what's that next evolution of charging for that particular transportation logistics piece.
Sure. And one of the other things that we were working on, I know one of the things that you are go-to-market partners, right?
Yes,
So we
absolutely.
go to market with you. We continually evolve our relationship. What are some of the things that you see coming in 2025 with EV chargers, some of the changes that are being made? I know there's more models coming out every year.
Absolutely.
You'll be seeing more coming out. So I'm sure that, how you have to change your offering, but what are some of the things you're seeing for 2025?
Absolutely. One of the things in terms of really going to be the software, really having the analytics to support in terms of the dwell time and understanding also the remote maintenance. Really, again, one of the anxieties that consumers are having in terms of having charging stations that work.
Yeah.
How do we fix that? So we're very sensitive in terms of that need, and we're putting systems in play in terms of from a technology, but also we're enhancing the hardware. We're relying on our suppliers, our manufacturers to really increase that reliability, so we can have that in the marketplace, so there are no more anxiety in terms of, hey, will the charger work? So the next evolution of chargers not only is going to be in terms of quicker, it's going to be more dynamic.
Sure.
It's going to be more intuitive as it pertains to, wireless type of charging. Also, some of the charging grids going to be in your roads, in your highways, in your byways. So again, and we're in front of that. We got an opportunity to really be a part of the Transportation Energy Institute, where we have a lot of corporate 500 that really come together and do a lot of whiteboarding. And we get feedback in terms of, how do we look at improvement, not only from hardware and software, but also from the consumer. What can we expect in the next 10 to 15 years, as we look at EV charging overall for EV?
Excellent. We'll leave it there. Thanks, Ken Cartwright.
Appreciate it.
Well, one other thing before you leave, we sat down with Arville Realty Advisors, our 30-year partner this week, and we had our keynote conversation. Our keynote conversation with Arville was dealing with not only our relationship, but our partnership. And we'll go into that right now. Arville Realty Advisors. Without further ado, I want to introduce everybody to Ed Ryland, owner of Arville Realty. Ed, how
Hey, I'm good. How are you, man?
Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend.
Likewise.
Long time no face to face.
Oh,
So now we have you here today, Ed. Thanks for joining us with our annual live supplier event. It's always good to talk to friends during this time, and we're very thankful that you could spend some time with us today. We wanted to ask you some questions to talk about your role and talk about how it is to be a Black-owned commercial real estate firm in an industry that's really lean on diverse firms and talent and transactions. You've been doing it for so long, and we found no better person to ask these questions than you. So what kind of inspired you to start your own firm? Well, why don't we start there?
yeah. So, when I first got in the industry, I worked for a residential organization. And while I was there, I was fortunate enough to get a portfolio account from the FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, right? And within that portfolio of properties were some commercial properties. And I'm thinking, what the heck is this? I've never been exposed to commercial real estate at all. But when I saw it, I got so intrigued and so excited. I started to do a whole lot of research, and I found that there were virtually no minorities, particularly African Americans, in commercial real estate. And that's what really set me on fire. I started asking the question, why? Why is there no minorities in commercial real estate back then? And two reasons came up. One, barrier to entry. There is no access for African Americans or minorities to be brought on to large organizations that were commercial real estate companies. And then two, the learning curve that was involved in it and how long it took to be successful. And so I just decided at that point that, this is something I want to do. And I started researching the most successful commercial real estate people in the industry, looking at their resumes and doing what they do in terms of securing designations and so forth. So the inspiration came because there was a lack of diversity back then in that space. And that's really what inspired me to start it. And then I came on to my wife and I said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a commercial real estate firm. And being the person that she was, she supported me. And we started from an index box on a kitchen table is how we started our firm. But that's what really inspired me, just being so concerned about the lack of diversity at that time.
Yeah, so the commercial real estate industry is profoundly lacking diversity. In fact, some studies show that minority firms only have 6 to 7, maybe 8% of the market share of that industry, as far as opportunities and actual business when it compares to the amount of money that transpires. How have you navigated through these challenges over the years? Because it seems quite daunting.
Yeah, and it is a challenge, and sometimes it's very frustrating to see that even now, I've been in the industry now 40 years, and while there are more diversity in the market, man, it's so underrepresented. Even when I look at my own city, as big as Houston is, our firm is one of the few firms that are diverse that are in commercial real estate. And when you look at firms that only practice commercial real estate, no residential involved, you're going to get down to kind of us. So how I've navigated through that is one, making sure that I was top of mind for folks that we're aspiring to do business with. And how do I do that? One is making sure that I remove all of the issues they would have to say no to do business with us. And part of that is the education. So understanding that, CCIMs and the MCRs were considered the premier and the PhD of commercial real estate, that allowed me to say, you can't say I don't have the talent. You can't say I don't have the knowledge. You can't say that I don't have the discipline. So what other reason can you use for not doing business with our firm? And so how I've navigated it is to make sure that we are knowledgeable, make sure that we have right relationships in place, make sure that we are networking, and make sure that we're working hard. But I would tell you one of the main thing is we talk about this unashamedly, and that is faith. Our faith in this industry and our relationship with with a higher power in my position anyway. And I would tell you that faith without works is dead. We can have a whole lot of faith and not work hard, and we still won't get anywhere. So we combine the two. But most of all, we have just stayed disciplined and focused and building good relationships.
Well, one of the things that I have noticed, throughout any industry that I see is that faith component where people have, not only just look to higher powers, but also look to their faith and what they can do with their own hands and things like that. But one of the points where I've always said, in America, one of the things that is almost synonymous with America is opportunity. And when you have the requisite skills to meet that opportunity, that's when you find yourself successful. What were some of the unique opportunities that you saw coming into the industry that really was able to propel you to become as successful as you were?
So in terms of the unique opportunities we found in this industry is, we found that we could be more nimble, more responsive, more creative, more innovative, more solution focused. And so as a small minority owned firm, those are the things that we consider to be value for our clients. Our clients always asking us, how do you add value? Well, we can be more responsive. We respond quicker. We have entrepreneurial, creative solutions and ideas, and that's what has helped us to find opportunities with very challenging assignments, for our clients.
Yeah, that's interesting. One of the things that I've always admired about your firm is your ability to stay in, what the current world is. As far as social media, you're like light years ahead of some other firms that I've seen, as far as not only your ability to educate the public, but talking about specifically what you do, and celebrating some of those wins publicly, which I think have kind of opened the eyes of many to the industry that they didn't even really know about. When you look at the future of what your firm is going to be, what role do you kind of play in reshaping the industry, not only as a Black firm, but as a firm in general?
Yeah, I think it's important that people like me and companies like ours stay in this industry because we're still so far behind. And with the recent kind of pullback on diversity initiatives and then all this kind of conversation about withdrawing support of diverse suppliers that we're hearing, it's critical that firms like ours stay engaged. So I believe that for us, in my case, my daughter is my succession plan. She's the one who will be moving our organization forward. And she's the one who will be talking about continuing to bring women and minorities into this industry. And so for me, what I see in the future is we have to be more accepting and embracing of technology. We have to understand that this whole industry may shift in terms of how we have done business in the past. So we're focused on, how do we incorporate technology and AI into what we're doing now? We're also focused on, for us, the challenges is recruiting top talent. And how do we do that? How do we make sure that our brand continues to be one that's recognizable and that's respected in the industry? And so those are the things that I spend a lot of my time on. How do we ensure that our firm is one that is attractive to top talent? How do we understand how we embrace technology and incorporate it in the solutions and values that we bring to our clients? And what does that mean for other minorities who are interested in entering into this field?
As far as our company like Cushman, we've had a long-term relationship and partnership with you. We've won awards together, for that partnership. I'm wondering what it means for your relationship with a large firm, and what that means to the future of your firm. More partnerships. Obviously, you bring a different flavor, that's really been receptive in what we've been able to do. But working with us, what are some of the things that you envision us doing together in the future?
Yeah, Cushman has been one of our most successful partnerships. Over 30 years, when we first started, Dave Cook and I, out of the Houston office. And man, we've won over 300 assignments together. This week alone, I've had, within the last 60 days, we've won 4 RFPs together. So what I envision with Cushman is that going forward, we will continue to be the go-to firm when it comes to any corporation or government entity or business that wants to ensure that they get the best solutions and best talent around the table. It's not only just about, having a Black firm, but when you bring the diverse talent and thoughts and skill set to the table, you get the best solutions. And that's proven to be the point and proven to be true over and over and over again. We don't just show up because we are a Black firm. And Cushman don't just treat us as if we're, some small minority owned firm. They actually understand the value that we bring to the table. Now, what I would hope is that we've been very successful in our region. My hope is that this spreads throughout the entire Cushman organization, where they see that this is a successful team. In many cases, when we're working on assignments together, we decide who's going to lead that assignment. Is it going to be Arvo or is it going to be Cushman? And who's going to be the supporting role? And many of those assignments Arvo has been the lead broker on it, and Cushman has been the supporting partner on that. So it's been working extremely well, and I expect that to keep going. As I mentioned, my daughter is this new millennial, so she will be taking it forward with the new people in Cushman. That's already starting to happen. We're already seeing younger people and newer people come into Cushman's organization. The same thing with our organization, and so we're starting to see that happen right now for the future.
Well, thanks, Ed Ryland. We'll leave it there. Thanks for joining us. Definitely look forward to doing more with you in the future. And thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Very happy to be with yet another one of our partners here. We're here with RCF, the RCF group, another corporate plus. I'll let Carl introduce himself and tell you a little bit more about what we're doing together.
Well, I thank you for this opportunity. Cushman Wakefield has done a great job in highlighting minority suppliers. I'm glad to be one. RCF Group is a commercial furniture, architectural interiors, and facility services company. Does business across the entire United States. That's very unique in our space, which allows us as a corporate plus to be able to deliver world-class best practices to our customers anywhere in the United States.
So what are some of the things that differentiate you from other commercial furniture places? I feel like you guys have a larger footprint than I would normally see of people in the industry.
Well, absolutely. We are very unique in that. As a minority company, to be able to do business in any city in the United States, that already gives a very broad reach. Additionally, we have add-on services that provide additional value. So we also decommissioning. So we decommission buildings, manufacturing plants, and the like. We also provide facility services. So we provide the services necessary to deliver the full portfolio of furniture and furnishings.
And they've been a good complement as a supplier for us as far as what we're planning to do and what we're doing. One of the things that I've been asking everyone today, we're getting towards the end of 2024. What are some of the trends you see coming in 2025 with people being more back to office, hybrid schedules and stuff like that? How's that affecting your business?
Well, it really is affecting our business in a very positive way. The big trend is really in decommissioning. You need to be able to move some of the older assets as we deliver new space and solutions for customers. So we have ability to move those assets either throughout your enterprise, or we take them to nonprofits that are important to you, or we'll take them to faith-based organizations. But it also gives you a tax deduction for those assets that might typically go into warehousing or go into the landfill.
Gotcha. So, and when you're thinking about things like ESG and stuff like that, decommissioning is becoming more important what you actually do with that. Correct?
Absolutely. It's part of the sustainability and ESG models for most corporations, but it's not typically looked at as a place that you can really make a difference and impact. Our job is to keep usable furniture out of the landfill. And by doing that, we put it and repurpose it, extending its life so that it can also continue to do things for the community of which you also are wanting to serve.
And when we think about the community, that's one of the things that we've been really big on, making sure not only the community is part of our supply chain, but part of what we do and everything. So I appreciate you and your efforts and your company for the great things you've done and the patience, sometimes waiting on our end as partners, but being such a great partner is something that's very much appreciated.
Well, I congratulate Cushman Wakefield on all it's been doing. I think you're changing the game, making a mark, and your goal for $1 billion roundtable is beyond anything in your industry.
All right. So I appreciate you, sir.
All right.
Before we go, I want to go to our last partner video we have. We have another video about our partners that shows how proud of them we are. We want to go into that right now.
Hi, I'm Justin Nelson, co-founder and president of the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce. My pronouns are he, him, and I'd like to recognize Cushman & Wakefield for your incredible work in putting together this fantastic Supplier Diversity Day event. It's truly inspiring to see the continued commitment to fostering a diverse and inclusive workforce and supply chain that not only empowers your employees, but creates a space where everyone has a welcoming environment and where they can bring their best to work, both inside and outside the organization. At the NGLCC, we believe that inclusion is not just a value, but a critical driver of innovation and success. And it's clear that Cushman & Wakefield shares this vision as you've shown continually through your efforts to embrace new perspectives that solve problems, create opportunities, and fuel groundbreaking ideas. The cultures, backgrounds, and experiences within Cushman & Wakefield not only are a reflection of your commitment to inclusion, but also a key reason why you're able to pursue what's next for your clients with such success. Thank you for being such a strong partner in this journey toward a more inclusive business world. Congratulations again on this incredible event, and we look forward to continuing our shared mission for years to come.
Hi, it's Reshma from MSD UK. Congratulations to Cushman & Wakefield on an outstanding Supplier Diversity Day. We are truly proud to have you part of our network.
So we are back, and I'm going to say this. If you have seen me anywhere over the last few years, you have seen me with the Bow Collective. The Bow Collective is a group of the most successful entrepreneurial Black women on the planet. And I am so pleased to be an advisor for the group and for them to be one of our partners. They are one of our most passionate partners we've ever seen. You might see me with them at the White House this year. You might see me with them in various parts of the United States. So I'm very happy to introduce my friend and my close partner, Nick. So Nick, tell them who you are and talk about the poll a little bit.
Well, first of all, I am so pleased to be with you. I'm so proud of you. Look at you up here being a media star.
I'm trying.
For Cushman Wakefield.
I'm trying.
I'm just like, I'm rubbing off on you.
She's rubbing off on me. The media training is rubbing off.
Media training 101. So first of all, thank you for that introduction. For your audience, the Bow Collective, we started in 2022. And I'll give you a little bit of background about me. I'm all things small business. My dad was an entrepreneur. I started my first business in 2002. It was a day spa hair salon. But the great part about it was I learned all of the foundational things that everybody needs to do a business, how to get it financed, how to market it, how to operate it, and did that for a decade. And that really was my foundation for business consultancy. And so that second half of my career, I really wanted to help be an advocate for small businesses. I wanted to train with them. I did a lot of that with the SBA. Sure. They had great training programs that I met so many dynamic people. And I was also blessed to be appointed by the White House to the National Women's Business Council. And that was really a shift for me. Instead of looking at businesses one-on-one, I got to see global statistics, right? National and global statistics, really based on women in business by race. And that's when it first clicked that Black women had substantially less annual revenues than our white sisters, who had 192,000. Our Asian sisters were the same, but Black women's businesses, the average was only $24,000. And that juxtaposition with the people that I knew, like I knew very successful Black women entrepreneurs. So I said, well, what if we get them all together and like, know, and trust each other? Could we scale our businesses together? Could we educate those who were maybe not at that level, did not have the operational efficiencies, did not have the capital knowledge? How could we help them? And so that was really the idea from where Bow was birthed. And now, nearly 3 years later, we have over 200 businesses in 24 states. We're here at NMSDC. We have 26 verticals, 26 categories that these best-in-class top 1% subject matter experts, they know how to do the business, they're working, and now we're saying, what does that next level look like? And that's just a bit about how we started, how we met with Cushman Wakefield in really seeing Black women in a different light, their capacity, their successes. And I will never stop being grateful for your support. You're seeing it before it was fly. You're seeing
We
it
were the
before.
first supporters. Cushman and Wakefield was the
You will
first sponsor.
always have that
So
distinction.
we will always take that too. So I have a mentor who says, if you're not networking, you're not working. It seems like you have mastered that art with the bow, where it's this network of businesses working together in such harmony. What was the impetus behind that? Understanding network more than everything, because the business knowledge is great, but it's really the network that I'm seeing that I've been able to move everything so fast.
Yeah. Thank you. I think the key is a marketing phrase, and we have adopted it in the bow, that we have an obligation to like, know, and trust each other. And I will tell you that it is something that when I trust, when you're my friend, then I can extend my network to you because I have credibility. The like, knowing, trust is one element. Also, performance, right? When Igloo says he's going to do something, he is reliable, he's consistent, and so these women, because they're not juniors in any way. They have worked for 20 years. They have done and have this track record, but they also are servant leaders. So when you blend all of those things together, at the end, great ideas. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about when you get in a room of like-minded, brilliant people that care and want to do it, great things come out of that. And so I think those are the ingredients of what makes Bo is that we really like, know, and trust each other, and we are civil in our disagreement. You said work so well together. You are married, I am married. I've been married and to my business partner. And there are so many complexities with that. But when at the base is love and the base is respect, I think you can build so nicely off of that.
Okay. I've been asking everybody this. What can we expect from the Bows in 2025?
So we announced, thank you for that. You just teed it on up for
Alley-oop,
me, rather.
alley-oop.
Teed it on up. So we are a prime. Yesterday, we were proud to announce that our nonprofit model of the collective is now married with Bow Enterprises. And Bow Enterprises is the nation's first privately held 200 subject matter experts invested, owned, and operated consultancy and procurement firm. And that's the level up. That's the next thing. So it's one thing to be a nonprofit and advocate and try to get your network together, but that only went so far because you literally can't make money. So this was just the next evolution of that. And one of the things that you taught me, with coming to Cushman Wakefield with supplier is the capacity. How do all these small businesses have the capacity? Well, what happens when you consolidate all IT into one vertical? They have the capacity. What happens when you consolidate all of your commercial real estate and construction management? They get to have capacity, marketing, etc. And so now we're coming to Cushman Wakefield with a different model, with a different strategic plan, that we have built the relationship of trust for 2 years. Now we want to be transactional with you through this prime model. We really believe that this is revolutionary in small businesses, and we hope to be a model. We often see large companies gobble up smalls, but have you ever seen smalls consolidate and be big? That's Bow Enterprises. That's what's happening in 2025.
Well, my sister and friend, I'm very happy with the Bows. We're going to move on because we're moving into this time. We still have a large international audience. We want to go directly now into our awards presentation. Every year on Supplier Diversity Day, March 1st, we have an awards presentation.
Good morning, everyone. We are here at NMSDC National Conference here at booth 1251. I'm here with Mia Menz, the CEO of C&W Services. We are excited to announce that she is our Advocate of the Year. So we wanted to pass this award to Mia Menz, CEO of C&W Services at Cushman Wakefield.
Oh my goodness. Can I just take a good look at it? I love the word advocate. For me, that is the operative word. I want to thank you all so much for honoring me with this incredible distinction. It is my joy to do this work. It is my responsibility as a leader who not only cares about business performance, but also cares about economic and community impact. And one of the most significant ways we can do that is to uplift our diverse suppliers. I'm really proud of the work that Cushman does. I'm just trying to support in my own way, but you all are the ones that should be recognized because you do the heavy lifting every day. You all have great vision and commitment around the space, and I'm really proud just to be able to enable the work and to be a great advocate for the work. So thank you all so much for this honor. And we're not done, right? We're just starting. As we learned at the NMSDC conference this week, it's really about defining new norms in this space. And so we are pushing ourselves and we're thinking every day how we continue to differentiate. So this is about you all and the great work you do. And it's also about our incredible diverse suppliers who enable our business and allows to provide the best-in-class services to our clients. So thank you all. And the wind is also behind your back. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mia.
Yay.
All right, NMSDC family, we are here again to celebrate another awardee here at Cushman & Wakefield. We have the Diverse Vendor of the Year, SBM Management. We're excited to announce this award to them. So here to accept the award is Marvin and Tiffany from SBM Management.
All right, I'll hold that, Tiffany. So thank you, Cushman Wakefield, for honoring SBM with the 2023 Diverse Supplier of the Year Award. This recognition reflects our hard work and dedication as an entire team, and we are truly grateful. As a minority-owned business, our commitment to diversity is the core of everything we do at SBM. It drives innovation, sparks creativity, and helps us build an environment where everyone feels valued. The shared philosophy not only strengthens our partnership with Cushman Wakefield, but also fuels our commitment to our client success. Personally, I'm passionate about leading an inclusive culture that brings diverse voices together, enabling us to tackle challenges in a creative and impactful ways. Together, we are making a positive difference to our communities.
I share Marvin's sentiments, and we just want to thank you again for this incredible honor and look forward to our continued partnership. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's the award?
NMSDC family, we are here again. Client of the Year Award. We are very excited to announce MasterCard has won the Client of the Year Award, here at Cushman & Wakefield. And to accept the award is Don Williams from MasterCard.
Thank you, LaShawn. On behalf of the entire MasterCard team, thank you to Cushman & Wakefield. We very much appreciate you both for this recognition and for your partnership.
Thank you. Thank you, Don.
Okay, so one of the things that we wanted to do again, when we talked about our changes in technology this year, we actually moved to a new provider for our employees. So it's very important that everyone gets that new information. Right now, we're going to show a short video. They'll talk about how to sign up for the course, where the information is, and how to get to it.
Welcome to the new Supplier.io Explorer. Register now by going to cushmanwakefield.supplier1.co. Enter your company name and hit Find My Company. If your company is not found, enter some simple information about your company to register. This registration sends you an activation email that you must confirm before you can continue with the completion of your supplier diversity profile. Once confirmed, you can now log in and complete your company information, contact information, diversity information, and other important forms to be a prospective supplier for Cushman and Wakefield. For more assistance registering or for technical issues, contact the Cushman and Wakefield Supplier Diversity Team at supplierdiversity@cushwake.com.
So it's been a great day here at NMSDC. I wish everyone could see the crowd of people who are surrounding us, but we're very happy to have brought this hybrid experience, and hopefully you can feel what we've been feeling as a company this week at NMSDC. I want to give a few shout outs to some of our executive, all of our procurement team. We're here in Mass this week to not only enjoy, but to meet suppliers. So please come by our booth if you're here. Our DEI team here in New York and in Chicago, and around the country where everyone sits. I want to give real shout outs to 4 of our executive leaders. Mia Menz, as you met earlier today, our CEO of C&W Services. Aubrey Waddell was our CEO of our GOS Services. Marla Maloney, who is our CEO of Asset Services, and our overall CEO, Michelle McKay in New York, our good friend. We want to also thank all of our suppliers that are here, that we've met with, and all of our clients that have been meeting with us and coming over, and even the people who have been popping up, their faces trying to get on camera. We appreciate all of you. Thank you to all of those in the chat room. I ask for you to not only put your names in, but also follow up in our court. So thanks again. See you next time.